Hello and good morning. You're watching Traders Next Door. I'm your host, Ed Katashabe from Forex Insights SA, and this is the Daily Scoop. President Donald Trump's ever-changing economic and tariff policies have been fueling a lot of economic uncertainty as of late, and with April 2nd, what is being dubbed Liberation Day, fast approaching, things are about to get very spicy. On April 2nd, President Trump has announced that he is going to unveil a long list of reciprocal tariffs. Now, reciprocal tariffs being tariffs that he's going to impose on countries that he feels have been a little bit economically and trade unfair with the United States. So he's going to do onto them what he feels that they have been doing on to the United States. Whatever tariffs that they have imposed or economic and trade restrictions they have imposed, he is going to impose a equal and opposite measure. And this is fueling a lot of unease in the markets right now. The thing with Donald Trump, however, is we do not know if he's actually going to make due on his word. Donald Trump has been notorious for using the threat of tariffs as a negotiation tactic. So we're unsure come April 2nd if these reciprocal tariffs are going to actually be a thing, or if he's just using the threat of those to fuel further negotiations with these countries to try and get a better deal for the United States. However, whether it just is a threat or he's going to actually go in on this, the results on the market are going to be tangible. So what Donald Trump is doing right now is he's trying to get a better deal for the U.S. in some shape or fashion. However, what the actual end game is, no one is 100% certain on. But in the meantime, this strategy is proving to be a little bit turbulent for the United States. We've seen that he's already imposed tariffs as high as 25% in certain countries, and that has fueled its own economic consequences. And if he's actually going to make due on his threats on these reciprocal tariffs, we could see tariffs as high as 50 to 100% in certain product categories and in certain countries. And if that is going to happen, certain economists say that the market is very unprepared for what the repercussions of that is going to amount to. We've already seen in recent times with the economic tariffs that have been imposed already that the stocks have seen a little bit of market depression as of late. We saw in the last couple of weeks how industries such as the NASDAQ, the Dow Jones, and the S&P 500 have seen some major weakening over the last couple weeks. And it is unsure if this is just due to the uncertainty around the tariffs that have been imposed, or if this is due to actual economic weakness trickling in. But with the days trickling forward, it looks like the latter is becoming more and more plausible with each given day. It is looking like certain investors are jumping ship to countries like Germany and China, whose stocks are on the rise right now and looking like better investment opportunities than the U.S. right now due to the instability of its economy. We're also looking like this might be a little bit of a snowball effect. We have also seen that the U.S. economy right now is undergoing a large cycle of layoffs. There has been a lot of weakness in the labor market in the U.S. the last couple weeks and months since Donald Trump's inauguration into the presidency. We've also seen inflation since 2022 has been a bit of a problem in the U.S. That whole snowball effect has started to affect the U.S. citizens' buying power. Consumption in the U.S. has been on a steady decline over the last couple months, and with the U.S. economy being largely consumption-driven, that is starting to create a problem. We could see a scenario in the next couple months where the U.S. Economic growth could start to slow down due to all the layoffs, due to the reduced demand, due to the decreased buying power of its citizens. And now economic growth is one of those factors where if it starts to slow down, it doesn't tend to bounce back very quickly. It is going to create a little bit of a cascading effect, and correcting that is going to prove tricky and long term. So with all those issues coming in mind, the U.S. economy might be in a bit of trouble. Some economists believe that it's not likely cause for concern that we're going to end up into a recession just yet. However, if the current road proves true and it keeps going in that direction, chats about a recession are going to come into effect. So we're going to have to wait and see what President Trump is going to do come April 2nd, if this is just a negotiation tactic or if he's going to take these tariffs as seriously as he is warning. He's called April 2nd the big one, which suggests that he is very serious about the tariffs that are going to come in. They might be as high as 50 to 100%. So we are going to see a lot of economic activity happen in the markets during that time. So that is going to be a big one to watch. April 2nd, mark your calendars. A lot of moves are going to happen in the market. There's likely going to be a lot of volatility as the news on tariffs, whether he imposes them or not, comes into effect. And that is going to prove a huge opportunity for traders in the market. So if you guys are looking at capitalizing on that, if you're looking at making a lot of money on this opportunity, go ahead and purchase a Vault Funder account. You can use the code FISA, F-I-S-A, to get 35% off an account today. Come April 2nd, be prepared. A lot of moves are going to happen in the market, and you do not want to miss out. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this with your trader friends. This has been Traders Next Door. I've been Ed Cat from Forex Insights SA, and you have just heard the Daily Scoop.